All right. Hello, all. Today I'm just going to talk a little bit about the using of Mendeley, right? So Mendeley and Zotero are two different programs that are free to download and use that organize all of your PDFs, allow you to do edits, and then also allow you to export citations in a predetermined format. So let's just take a look here at what Mendeley is, right? So if I go to mendeley.com, I can make an account and then I can go to a library, right? It also has like a Boolean search, so you can go ahead and use it like Google Scholar or some other search engine. And what it does is it basically creates a list of references, right? And so let's say I wanted to read this article. Normally I just download it and open it up in my browser. Great. But let's see if I go to view PDF here, right? Okay, it goes ahead and automatically opens it up for me. Now I can say add to Mendeley. And so it'll add this document. And then what I should be able to do is go to view. And it should open my library. Great, now that document is here. What I can also do then is download that document. So once I go here and hit download, now the full text is there, and that's gonna be my downloads folder. So I can open my Mendeley desktop, right, which is something I can install. On the side here, I can make a bunch of folders. In this case, I have, when I was doing classes, I actually would take all of the downloads for those classes off of Carmen, and I'd add them into different places. So for like greenhouse pest management, I have, projects, and then I also have by week the documents. Let's say I go to this tip burn folder down here. Next, I put the wrong folder in there, but now what I can do is I can go back here, take this and drag it in, right? And what it'll do is it'll add this citation. So now I have it in this desktop and it's local on my computer. And I pull open this sidebar, and what it does is it automatically puts in all of the information. So I have the entire title, the authors, the journal, year, volume, issue, all of this information. It also has the DOI down here. The DOI is a link. And then what I can do is I can go up here and I can copy as a formatted citation. Now what that means is that now I have this citation up, and let's say I go to Word and I want to put this citation in. I just hit paste, and it'll paste this citation in here in the format that I determined. Right, in this case, I think it was, this is APA 7th edition. Now you can change that in Mendeley. So there's I think it's in options, perhaps. Oh yeah, citation style. So there's a bunch of different citation styles, and then you can also look for more of them. So say I wanted to use MLA, I can change it to that, copy as a formatted citation. I can go back to Word, and now it's in MLA format, right? So easy way to use this. One thing you can do as well, if say you made a PDF and it didn't quite parse out the way it's supposed to, I can change that. So I can just go down here to journal article. And I can add in all the other information. Say I want to also like go through and I want to just read this document. Sometimes it doesn't work if the PDF is like a old scan or something, something that a normal PDF viewer might have trouble reading. But let's see, this one is probably going to be a lot easier. So let's say I just want to highlight a piece. I can pick a color and highlight. I can also add a note. Right. When I go to this notes section, it'll put all my notes here, and I can put any general notes. It'll parse out all the contents in a format as well. And go back to my library here, and let's say I want to find that article again, right? I know it was by shall. So I'll just go down here, shall. If I want to start it for later, I will. This also shows you if you've read it or not. So if it's green, you've not read it. I'm sorry, if it's green, you have read it. And then it has a bunch of other information that you can organize by, right? So something you should do is probably go ahead and download Mendeley. Zotero is another option. It works very similar to this. Most people don't have a big preference between one or the other. They mostly operate the same, except people just don't like to switch because now once you have all of these documents together, I have a long list. Somewhere you want to save all of these documents. For me, I made a folder that every time I download a PDF, it automatically downloads to that specified folder, and that way they're always locatable. If I try and open a file and it can't find it, it will say so, but if I just make sure it directs always to the file location it was last in, it'll be fine. So I just drag them into a file on my that I have stored in my hard drive, and then I take it from there and just drag them into this area under all documents, and it should parse in all of the information and all of the files. So that is the long and short of how Mendeley works. I would recommend that you use this type of program in the future to generate all of your lists. Something that's perhaps useful also is that you can go ahead and export all of your citations from up here. And so there is a way to go ahead and do that. So I think I could just copy as formatted citation. I should be able to do the whole thing. Right, so if I go to export, it'll export as a bib text, but there's also other readers that can use this to just go ahead and transfer that. Something else in Word is that there is a, under references, there is a way to get a Mendeley sort of box in here, and it'll allow you to insert citations directly into Word. So instead of copying and pasting, I can go in here and it'll pull up a little file and let me select the citation I want to add, right? And it'll do in-text and full-text citations just like this. So anyway, that's all for today. Thank you.